This is a demonstration of blind to the end of the line, or blind to the end of the drawing, contour drawing. Contour drawing is, we think of it as an exercise. It's going to train your eye and your pencil point to work together. We're going to draw the contour lines, which are lines that go around the outside and inside edges of whatever your subject is. Pick a subject that has lots of interesting lines, such as your hand is very handy, if you'll pardon the pun. A shoe often has a lot of interesting, irregular, organically shaped lines. Plants, gnarly tree branches you might find in your yard. There are lots of good subjects for contour drawings. And the first variation, the first way to do a contour drawing that we're going to try is a type of blind contour drawing. And blind means you're not looking at the paper while you're drawing. And this is called blind to the end of the drawing, contour drawing. And the idea is that I'm going to look at my paper to start my drawing, but until the drawing's completely done, I will not look at the paper again. And as you can imagine, there'll be some major distortion in the drawing. We're not going to worry about that. We're going to be looking for just detail along that line, sensitivity to what you're seeing. I'm going to start with the contour line that goes around my thumbnail. I'm going to look at my paper or whiteboard here, and I'm going to slowly move that eye along the thumbnail. And I come down to the end where I would cut that thumbnail. There's a little jog right there. I come down to the corner, and then I follow the fleshy edge of my thumbnail down. There's a little hangnail or something there. I come back around to where I started, I think. I can't look at my paper. I'm going to go up and draw kind of a dotted line for that half moon of the next thumbnail and growing underneath this one in case I lose that first thumbnail. This will grow back and take its place. And there's some little cuticle hangnail things down at the bottom. And then there are some lines that go down the length of the thumbnail, kind of reflections and things. There's sort of underneath the edge of that thumbnail, there's another little line right where there's a reflection. And that line continues. Now I'm going over to the other edge of the thumbnail, I think, and I'm going to draw the skin on the far side of my thumb, the top of it from my point of view. It comes back, and then it curves up and goes up to kind of a mountain or a hill right up on my joint of my thumb there. And I come to this point where I've come to a fork in the road. I'm either going to follow the outside edge on down toward my wrist, or I can follow the line that goes across my knuckle. And that's what I'm going to do. It comes across this way, kind of doubles back on itself, and comes here and fades out. And there's another line, goes down this, across my knuckle, and another one that comes up here with a couple little deals like that. It fades out. Then I'll go back to the edge, I think, and it kind of puffs out and goes back in, comes down, and now the bone presses up against the skin and sticks out a little bit there of the next knuckle, and then kind of smoothly comes down and fades in toward where my wrist is. Without looking, just guessing, I'm going to go back to the end of my thumb and draw the other side of it. Comes around this way, comes out, and then back in. There's kind of a triangle there. Probably drawing a little too fast here. I need to slow down. Pretend that the pen is touching that edge right where my eye is. And now down at the base of my thumb, it goes in, the branch out here, and there's another kind of a weird wrinkly thing there. It comes off this way. And I'm 65 years old, and every year my thumb gets more interesting to draw. My hand does. There's more lines to draw. I'm not getting older, I'm getting better. And I can go back up and do that big fat area at the base of my thumb, and I would just keep going. Now I'm going to look, Whoa. That actually, that's not as mangled as usually they are. Usually it's going to look worse than that. But as far as proportion and things fitting together. But, you know, here's the reflections that were supposed to be up here. This dotted line was supposed to be up here. Or actually, no, this was supposed to be up here. That's pretty close to being in the right place. But anyway, I'm going to finish this and refilm it going time lapse. I'm going to try that, and it'll probably be more distorted. But what we're looking for is changes of direction, every little detail. We want to see the details along the edge where you're responding to what you're seeing. And again, think of this as an exercise, like doing push-ups for a sport. You're just training your eye and hand to work together.